Hello, friends. Welcome back to Road America. We're here in beautiful Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin, and we just had King of the Baggers qualifying on this beautiful Saturday. And this man right here, Hayden Gillum, he clinched that #1 spot. Hayden, how is the track shaping up with that new pavement?
It's good. It's different. I'm a fan of the old pavement. I like whenever the track's rough and everything. So it's just hard to get used to. Whenever you make changes on the bikes, it's hard to tell what's kind of going on. The track's just so smooth, and but it's good. Yeah, I think we ended up second in qualifying over Bobby. Had me by a couple of hundredths. So it's good. We got some good pace. It's definitely going to be some good racing out there for us. So yeah, we just got to get some good starts. Hopefully, me and James can get together and kind of go, and maybe we can just have a little battle of our own there at the end. But we'll see. It's gonna be some good racing.
Hayden, thank you very much. And speaking of your teammate, if you'll bring him on over here. Hi, James. He clinched that 3rd fastest spot. That means that he is now going into the King of the Baggers Challenge. What are your expectations there?
Yeah, I think it's going to be kind of a dogfight. It seems like everybody can do the pace at the front. It'll be really, really interesting to see who's got speed where, because I don't think most of us have been riding around each other. So I think it's going to be interesting. It's like a green-white checkered, so there could be some fireworks. And yeah, it's $5 grand, so we're going to try to go for it.
James, thank you very much. Greg, back to you.
All right, thanks very much. I'll tell you, I never in these things, in anything, count out James Rispoli. And if you ever wonder, what he's made of, go back and watch the Baggers race at Daytona, coming out of turn 6 up onto the banking. He rode that bucking Bronco, stayed in the saddle for over 8 seconds, and then saved it, which was absolutely brilliant. The man's made a steal.
And, I mean, you go look at this 6 guys. If Bobby can make it back out, if not, it'll be 5. But any 6 of these riders could win. I don't think any of them's going to be able to, break completely the whole group. But this draft is going to keep these guys, and it's going to be a dogfight. Kyle Wyman starting in 5th. Even him, I think he's going to be a tough guy. He's been riding really good this year. I know, he's been a little bit off this weekend compared to where we usually see Kyle. But I think when we see the lights go out for this Mission King of the Challenge here, I think you're going to see Kyle be at the front, and he's going to be one of the guys these guys are going to have to battle with. He's got some experience, and he has showed he knows how to play his cards right.
Yeah. Well, and yeah, I mean, he is a racer extraordinaire, isn't he? And I mean, you look at who's in this group. You've got, 2 class champions. Bobby Fong, who's won a super bike race here. Hayden Gillum, who is, we know, super quick, and anything he rides. And Jeremy McWilliams, one of the most experienced and still rocket quick riders on the planet. I mean, for 6 riders, this is about as deep a field as you can imagine. And
you go, James Rispoli's won super sport races. Kyle Wyman has podium superbike races in the dry. So you're going down this field here. You mentioned Hayden Gillum winning stock 1000. Just did the double last race. So all these guys, and even Tyler O'Hare, I mean, such a talented rider on anything, road race, flat track, super motard. He's always one of those guys that can ride anything. So you're right, this is a really deep field, and all 6 of these guys are, they're going to put on a show.
Yeah, they are. Now, I got to ask you, looking at the state of Bobby Fong's bike, we got a minute before pit lane opens. Do you think there's any chance he gets out?
I think he might try to get out to see if the bike's fixed, but to be a contender, I'm not sure. You've seen some of the other guys putting, changing tires, and other guys making some changes. He's not going to be able to do that. It just depends on how bad the bike's messed up. But I bet what they would like to do is try to get it good enough where he can just see where the bike's at going into the race this afternoon. But you know what? He has a heck of a team around him. The Sac-Mao SDI Racing Rolling Sand guys is a really good crew. If anybody can get that bike turned around for this race, it'd be them.
I would agree. He is pretty solid. Just had a good look there at Jeremy McWilliams, and you can just see the experience in those eyes. And getting ready to head out. Track is open. All right, here we go. Everybody's heading out, getting ready. And this is for their sighting lap, but I think actually this is just what they call a quick start, right? So they'd just be a warm-up. This is a grid and go. They go out and then they go racing. And I still, yeah, I see you pointing at it too. The 99 is still sitting in there, Jeremy Williams, and he had a look of a bit of confusion on his face that maybe they found something on the bike.
Okay, wait and see.
A lot of attention. Oh, look at talk about dejection. Wonder what the issue is here, but what a shame. I mean, this guy is, anytime he rides, he's in it.
And you miss out on track time as well.
Yeah, that's a really good point. All right, well, we'll see what we can find out on that, but let's take a quick look here, Roger, at this 4-mile Road America facility. It is special, and it's got almost every kind of corner.
And it's really fast, not only the long straights, but turn 1 all the way down into turn 3 is really fast. Such an important, get a good run out of turn 3 into turn 5. It's going to be the corner to watch. You're going to see a lot of passes into there, and then through kind of the infield section, turn 6, 7, all flows really well to turn 8. Get to turn 9, the carousel, the longest right-hander we have into a quick chicane. Turn 12, Canada corner, and from there you're trying to set up for turn 14, getting that run onto the front straightaway.
All right, there you have it. Let's get down to Lorette.
Jeremy, you were due to go into the King of the Baggers Challenge, and your bike is unfortunately parked here. What happened?
Just changing tires. We just had a small issue with the axle alignment, and we couldn't get a chain tension correct, so the guys had got to take it back to the truck and remove the axle. We can't just do it here, unfortunately.
Jeremy, thank you very much.
That is gut-wrenching, of course, that obviously Jeremy is not going to run. Not sure about Bobby at this stage, but let's take a look at our starting lineup as it would be based on times alone. Bobby Fong would be starting P1 again on that Sacramento Mile SDI Roland Sands Designs Indian. Hayden Gillum on the Vance & Hines Harley. Tyler O'Hara on the Factory Indian. The Progressive Mission Foods entry, and then James Rispoli on the second Vance & Hines Harley, Kyle Wyman on the Factory Screamin' Eagle Harley, and Jeremy McWilliams once again should be out there, but sounds like he is not going to be able to take the start on that Progressive Mission Foods Indian.
And also I seen him pushing Bobby's bike off pit lane, so it don't look like they were able to, get those repairs done quick enough.
So you were right. It's a 4-bike run.
Exactly. I knew it. I could see the future, right?
Exactly. Well, nonetheless, 6 bikes, 4 bikes. We've got 4 quality bikes and 4 quality riders up front here. So this should still be amazing. Again, due to the length of the track, this is a 2-lap race. So one mistake anywhere early on here and you're basically in trouble.
Yeah, you can't make a mistake. You can't blow turn 5 or get too hot into the chicane, because then you're not going to be able to make up.
All right. As always, the red, there we go, we're green. Great start by the number 1. He really got a launch. Tyler O'Hara did, as you can see. Hayden Gillum got the wheel up just a little bit, and it is Tyler O'Hara leading down into turn 1.
Yeah, not a good start for Hayden Gillum. You kind of see this pike's kind of separated a little bit, but I think once they go down in here to turn 3, this next straightaway, I think you're going to see them bunch back up. That draft is going to bring these guys together.
Yeah, these are big bikes, wide fairings, punch a big hole. They can definitely draft on these long straights. And so leading early may not really be where you want to be at this stage. Here's that long run down what they call the Moraine Sweep. This is down through the corner station 4, dropping into this really tricky downhill braking zone, turn 5.
Tyler O'Hara, he has his head down early. You can see how hard he's pushing, backing the bike in, seeing if he, if you can get away early, 2-lap race, the guys can't make it up.
$2,500 per lap.
Yeah.
Going to the winner. That's not a bad payday here. Look at that. Hayden has closed up a little bit as they run down through turn 7. Another tricky downhill braking zone. He looks to the inside. Is he going for it? He is. But look at Tyler trying to stay put around the outside. Pinches Hayden, but Hayden has none of it. Floats out, and a move in the back too, right? Is that Kyle Wyman coming through?
It's James Rispoli to the lead.
Oh, that was Rispoli to the lead. Wow, what a start he had.
Man, he ripped that carousel too. You see how many bikes he pulled out through there?
Well, we talked about it. And look at Hayden diving down to the inside of Kyle Wyman, trying to get back up toward the front. Wow, that was a mega start by Rispoli. caught me off guard completely, and now he's going to lead down into Canada corner. This is a good overtaking area as well. Tyler is right there, and around the outside, Kyle Wyman goes back around Hayden Gillum. Up through that tricky turn 13, blind approach. Early turn in. Here we go, Roger. So crucial, turn 14. Coming up the hill, and already the white flag out on this Mission King of the Foods Baggers Challenge. Boy, Hayden's struggling there.
Looks like Kyle had a problem. Kind of looked like he had a problem shifting, but
Tyler uses that toe, just blows by Rispoli. Rispoli peeks to the inside, says nope, not at this point. And this lead duo is opened up a little margin back to Kyle Wyman. You saw him having that problem with the shifter, and Hayden had to kind of get out of the way a little bit. And they lost touch, or is there still enough of a toe here, you
they
think?
lost a little bit of touch, looks like, but maybe this draft might be able to suck them back in a little bit. And then also down into turn 5, Kyle is really good on the brakes on the Harley, so he might be able to close these guys down into turn 5.
Well, up front, Tyler O'Hara got a great drive out of 3, opened up a little room here to Rispoli. And he's got a 3-4 bike length lead down at the apex of turn 5 up into the really tricky turn 6.
This last lap, though, this is a part of the track where James Rispoli was a little bit quicker and was able to make a pass. Not this right-hander, but going down into this next turn, turn 8, he was able to make the pass. But this lap, I don't think he's close enough, but you can see how much he closes up.
All right, here, crucial run now. No, he's there. If he gets a good run through the carousel, I mean, you could even make a pass going into the chicane here, and he's got position at this stage. Here we go. Does he try the move here, or does he wait? And opts to hang tight. And look at this, side by side behind them. What a battle between Wyman and Gillum. They were side by side in the braking zone for the chicane, and that's given the lead 2 enough of a break now. The run for the $5 grand, it's up front. It's Rispoli and O'Hara, with O'Hara leading.
And it's interesting to see right now if James Rispoli's in the spot where he wants to be.
He wants to. He's looking at it. He's deep on the brakes. Bike moving everywhere, but he couldn't get it parked enough. He was so tight on the entry, and it looked like Tyler could just roll a little bit more speed through there. Really, at this point now, Roger, it's all about the exit from 14.
Rispoli's going to try.
That's going to be interesting. Did that slow his exit up a little bit? It's a drag race to the line right now. What do you think? Tyler looks like he's got enough in hand.
I think Tyler has it.
Here we go. Checker is out. $5 grand from Mission Foods going to Tyler O'Hara. And look at that lap he turned at 2:20.25. That's quicker than
qualifying
by a bunch. That's a new track record, we think,
yes,
folks.
It is.
A 2:20.25. The Fong had the record at a 2:20.8. So Tyler O'Hara dialing it up at the right time. Clearly, 5 large is a great motivator.
I think for James Rispoli, I think he thought his best chance possibly was to lead out of that last corner.
Yeah.
He was really trying to make that pass on the last lap.
Trying to force the issue, and if you get down inside like that and you can stand the guy up a little bit, then they don't get much drive out, do they?
Try to kill their drive.
Yeah, the old park pass. But Tyler was having none of it, and man, what a scorcher he put in. And here, just to give you a little bit of perspective, folks, all 4 riders on their last lap were underneath the track record set by Bobby Fong. Look at these guys. Yeah. Factory Indian team absolutely delighted with that ride. But that says something about what we're going to see in the race when all 4 finishes are under the qualifying track record. That's impressive.
And also, too, these guys kind of now know where each other's kind of strong or weak at, and they can go make some changes and some adjustments going into the first race this afternoon.
Yeah, it's going to be absolutely fascinating to watch. But, wow, what a lap by all of the riders. Let's go back, take a look at some highlights here. And all started with a great start by Tyler O'Hara.
Yeah, great start. See the jump Tyler has, and Hayden didn't get a such a great start. This is the very first lap going down into turn 3, and you see James Rispoli, first lap making a move into turn 8.
And that was a mega start, wasn't it, that Rispoli got as well, to jump up like that. And then that battle started shaping up already behind them between the 33 of Wyman and the 79 of Gillum. The factory Harley up against the Vance and Hines Harley. But the duel at the front was a good one. Rispoli leading at the end of the first lap. But that draft pass, Tyler O'Hara got to the front and never lost it.
No, and you can see the run to the flag. James just wasn't close enough there to make the draft, and Tyler O'Hara held on for the win.
Well, and you know, that was the thing about that move down into 14, right? If you make it work and you get the guy stood up a little bit, you're going to win it. If you don't make it work and he turns it in front of you and pinches, you're really in trouble then out of that. And he was just a little bit too far back. So take a look at our results. Remember, neither Bobby Fong nor Jeremy McWilliams able to take the start, but Tyler O'Hara, that was 2 awfully exciting laps, winning by 0.3 of a second over James Rispoli. Indian over Harley Davidson, then Kyle Wyman third on the factory Harley, and then Hayden Gillum, the second of the Vance and Hines Harley Davidsons, rounding out your top 4. So what a run, and for Tyler O'Hara, a nice size check, oftentimes literally as well as figuratively, coming from the folks at of course Mission Foods. And what a remarkable partner Mission Foods has become to Moto America, supporting the Mission King of the Baggers, the Baggers Challenge, also pretty involved in the Super Hooligans, and also support a lot of riders individually. So they are great friends of this sport.
A lot of riders and a lot of teams too. So they're definitely a great partner and does a lot for us.
All right, and we are seeing one of our great things here during the lunch break, the Salute to Cycles parade laps are able to head out here, and we love that, because if you got yourself a bike, come on out, you can be on it. And we are now going to head down and hear from our winner with Lorette Nickel.
Well, congratulations to Tyler O'Hara with that pass. That was a beautiful move down that long straightaway, and just taking this $5,000 win. Man, you just had to put it all on the line there.
Yeah, those dashes are super fun. You know, it's the first time we all really raced together, and that whole SNS Indian motorcycle team has been working their butts off, and just so happy and grateful for Mission Foods putting this dash on. You know, all these fans that rode American motorcycles out here this weekend, we appreciate you. And just, man, that was an awesome race, and just, you know, we got the momentum, and just really looking forward to the race later today. And it's a good start to the weekend. We're just having a lot of fun, and just can't thank my team enough.
Hey, and Tyler, I'm just getting word that you broke the track record during the King of the Baggers Challenge.
Oh, that feels good. You know, it just, you know, honestly, I was making quite a few mistakes out there, and the second lap, I was able to put a good lap together, and you know, it feels good. This Indian Challenger is a runner, and I'm just, I'm so grateful for this opportunity, and obviously this challenge as well.
Yeah, well, I also have a prize for you, and I'm going to bring Scott Haas in here. He's our district manager for Mission Foods. $5,000 is going to Tyler O'Hara, winning the King of the Baggers Challenge, that 2-lap race. Congratulations to Tyler and the Indian Motorcycle Racing Team.
Wow. Thank you so much, Lorette. What a ride. And I'll tell you, as I said, $2,500 per lap, not too bad. And we're going to step away for just a minute. When we come back, a special guest will be joining us here in the booth. We'll be back with you in a second.